Hello and welcome to this edition of our Greenleaf Dispensary segment. Welcoming in always to our program, Mr. Omar Pecantte. Omar, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Weisheit. Glad to be here today with you and joining you today.
Appreciate that. And listen, one of these things is we see lots of the products that you guys have. I think the public kind of gets to see these products, but I don't know that they understand the efficacy and the diligence that goes into the products that you have. Let's talk a little bit about some of these CBD oils that people see and what it takes for you guys to bring that to the public.
Yeah, great question. And what I want the viewing audience to know that dealing with CBD oil, there is a licensing process that exists within the state of Louisiana. I know as CBD has taken over and you see it more and more prevalent in multiple locations, gas station, you name it. But in order to be fully compliant in the state of Louisiana, you must be licensed with two agencies, Louisiana Department of Health and Alcohol, Tobacco and Control. So these are the two entities that you must be licensed with. As far as with Louisiana Department of Health, they go through a rigorous process to be approved. In that process, they have to submit what they call a certificate of analysis. And that certificate of analysis is a breakdown of all the chemical components to make sure that it's pesticide, heavy metals, all of that free, the level of cannabinoids. So it's an extensive process. The labels must be approved before they are able to sell and be state compliant. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention to the viewing audience that this is necessary in order for a company to be licensed in the state.
And they want to get those products from somebody who's licensed.
Yeah, absolutely. Unlike other locations, us being licensed with the Board of Pharmacy, we make sure that the CBD tinctures that we sell are fully licensed by both entities because we want to make sure that the public is getting the best in terms of quality CBD oil that already is in compliance with state regulations.
And not getting anything that's additive in there, some things that could be harmful to you that you got to be aware of your process, and because of those two agencies, make sure that there's nothing else in there and that it's credible.
Yeah, and that's most important because safety to the patients and to the public is paramount. So by us making sure that they are compliant with all state regulations, if they aren't on the website for Louisiana Department of Health as a licensed entity, then they're not in legal compliance with state regulations. So the Department of Health does a great job in the vetting, making sure that the certificate of analysis to make sure all of the chemical components are correct, the pesticide levels are zero, so they know it is safe for human consumption.
Right, and we appreciate that. And fortunately, you've got some of those products that you can tell us a little bit about that you guys provide.
Yeah, absolutely. I bought some samples of different products that we carry, brands that we carry. So you can assure with Greenleaf that we are carrying licensed companies who are able to sell through our retail location. So we have Bayou Blue, which is a local company that is very well known, very well respected. They put out great products. They have a full line of tinctures. We carry some of their brand as well. We also have Kecantte, of course, which is our partner from the THC side.
Right.
So they produce 1,000 milligram tinctures as well as creams, which is over-the-counter creams, which is proven to be very beneficial for topical pain relief.
Okay.
Also, a new company that we're featuring is Green Sugar. This is a local farm company who's advantageous in taking the risk and going into the hemp industry. So they produce a lot of good tincture products. They're they're licensed, just like every other provider that we carry. They produce some of the stronger tincture in terms of milligrams. They produce 3,000 milligrams of fruit flavor of CBD, as well as 1,500. So those are the very strengths of different product brands that we carry within the dispensary.
Okay, and let's go from your right to left on the screen. It's going to be left to right. Again, there's the names of those, and that was the one from Bayou Blue.
Yeah, Bayou Blue. Great company, full spectrum. They produce an awesome line of products.
And that's on your left. The one in the box is a Kecantte product?
A trusted source on the THC side. They produce a great CBD product, 1,000 milligram. They produce unflavored because some people don't like the flavor. They like it natural.
Okay.
We also have the cream, Kecantte's cream, which is the topical application for topical pain.
Right.
And here's our new addition, Green Sugar, a local company. They do a great job, went through all of the testing. We was happy to have them join our stable of products. They produce the strongest tincture that we carry on the CBD side, which is 3,000 milligrams of CBD.
And they also have the one that's 1,500,
Also,
which is half.
1,500. You have
of
the
that.
milligrams. So
Okay.
just depends upon a good thing with us is that before you know which strength works for you, we have a pharmacist that you can consult. Where at a lot of other places you don't have a pharmacist to guide you on various strengths and how it can affect you. So that advantage that Greenleaf have is the pharmacist, full-time pharmacist on staff, my partner Donna Richard, who can go over it and help you to choose the best product that fits your medical ailment.
And again, that's one of those things that's so very important, is knowing that there is a licensed pharmacist who's got many years of experience and partnering with you with some of these products, and especially some of the new products, to get a feel for what may or may not work for you and what's best.
Yeah, that's been a big help, because a lot of people, they come in and have a bunch of questions because it's all new. So a lot of different locations, they don't have that expertise in-house.
Right.
So when you have a pharmacist who's dedicated to the cannabis industry, whether it's on the THC or the CBD side, he's more knowledgeable because we do this every day.
And listen, I appreciate all the updates that you always provide. You always give us the updates on what's out there, what people in the public need to know, and some of the advantages. The one thing I guess I'm most impressed by is that you and your company are always looking for the most effective and the most productive products that you can get out there.
Yeah, absolutely. We constantly have that communication with the manufacturers to give them good market research or with patient feedback. And I think that's been very important in our collaboration with our manufacturing partners to produce the best available products for the different ailments that comes into the dispensary. So we always gather that information because it's key. From the pharmacist to talking with our pharmacy techs, we always want to know what is best able to serve our patients. So that has produced a lot of fruitful results in terms of new products that comes onto the market.
Well, and you know, getting that information from the patients and from the clients that you see and treat, that's the expert, right? Those are the people using it to say this either works or this doesn't, and how well it works compared to other things.
Yeah, absolutely. The patient's going to be honest about their ailments. You know, we don't know their ailments without the communication. So they are the experts in terms of what's going on with their mental, with their physical well-being and their healthcare in general. So we always want to be very attentive to their needs and try to be able to accommodate them with effective medications.
Well, and since y'all are always looking at that, let's talk about some of those new products. The one that caught my eye was the Blue Dream. You know, I guess we all want to have some happy dreams,
Yeah.
But if it's a blue dream, that's a good thing. Tell us a little bit about this blue dream, and Jason's showing the box here, the picture.
Yeah,
of it.
absolutely. That's the box in which the cartridge comes in, which it comes in a half a gram of 0.5 milliliters of THC. It's a sativa. So this is a new addition from Ilera Holistic Healthcare, in which they have constantly been very effective at putting more and more products. So this is their sativa dominant cartridge for their meter dose inhaler. So it came onto the market. A lot of people have been very responsive to it. It also has a lot of other chemical profile within, in addition to THC, to enhance the effect. So they always got good formularies that they add and enhance to make a better quality products. So people have come into the dispensary and requesting a sativa dominant because it gives more of an energetic feel, pain relief, yet you feel energetic. So this is good for all day type of treatment as opposed to indica dominant, who's more for nighttime and for resting. So people have come in, they've been very responsive to Blue Dream. It's another one of Ilera's holistic healthcare products that works with their PAX meter dose inhaler device.
And again, in those inhalers is something that we weren't able to get necessarily for a while, that people were really asking for. And this is one that you can use during the day, and it's going to help you stay awake instead of those others that may allow you to kind of rest more.
Yeah, absolutely. This has, since the inhalers come out, they have become the primary seller throughout the state because of the rapidness in terms of relief. In terms of the onset of pain. So it's been a game changer for a lot of patients, and they use it in conjunction with the tincture. So with the liquid tincture, it takes longer to work, but it has a longer therapeutic window. So when there's a very fast onset of pain, they have their metered dose inhaler and get relief instantly. And then they transition over to taking some liquid tinctures drops. So it'd be able to facilitate that longer window of relief. So this has been a very good addition to our stable of products that are available on the market today.
So we have something for that breakthrough pain that we talk about, and something that can sustain that pain relief.
Yes, and that's been very important. And the pharmacist is very effective at going over, once he does that consultation and find out your medical ailments, then he can tailor the products in addition to possibly getting a CBD to kind of basically help with your care as well, and minimize some of the THC effects if you're new using it, it's maybe a little bit too strong. So he may recommend, why don't you get your over-the-counter CBD product so you can take the CBD and the THC together, and it helps to balance the effects of THC.
Yeah, so Jason, put that up one more time if you don't mind. I kind of want to show that product. And the reason is because, it's an Alira product. It's called Blue Dream. And again, just to recap, it's one of those things that is allowed to be used during the day because it's got components in it that doesn't make you drowsy, doesn't make you sleepy. In fact, it gives people energy in a lot of cases, right?
Yeah, that's been the added advantage of sativa, because a lot of our patients are working. They're functioning each and every day, a normal life. So the sativa is definitely the profile that you want to use, because it gives you the energy, it gives you the pain relief, and it allows you to function during the day like you normally would. So you don't be tired or drowsy and can't perform. The sativa or the Blue Dream has been very effective at that kind of situation that a patient may present with.
And again, that's an important factor, because you want to make sure that that's working for you and that you're able to function with those activities of daily living that we all want to try and function with during the day.
Yeah, and it's very effective at doing that, and it's been a game changer for patients. It's been very effective, and has been very well received.
And always glad to get information out there. And that's just one of those things. And over these last couple of seconds, I've been talking about some of these different products and what they do and how they can really enhance people's lives. And that's just really good news, to always be searching for maybe the best and greatest things out there. Y'all spend a lot of time and energy doing that.
Yeah, and that's what we do day in and day out, always looking to better serve our customers and our patients. So that feedback that we get, the consultation, the having a personal relationship, we get a better insight in terms of patients. Patients trust us, they know us, so they feel free in discussing what's going on with their medical condition. So through those discussions, we are able to constantly give feedback to manufacturing and our partners to be able to serve them better with better products.
Yeah, and speaking of, tell us a little bit about this Lilac Diesel. I'm intrigued by this. And so we got a shot of it we're going to show, but go ahead and tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, this is a new addition that had just come onto the market, and it's produced by LSU's partner, Pecantte. They've just come out with Lilac Diesel, which is a sativa dominant meter dose inhaler cartridge. So just in comparison to Blue Dream, this is LSU's version. And you get a stronger, in terms of dosing, is 710 milligrams of THC as opposed to Blue Dream, which is 435. So this is LSU's comparison product. And it's been very well received because, once again, it's very much tailored to daytime usage. It provides energy and pain relief, along with the other cannabinoids that are intertwined with the formulary that composes the product. So patients normally consume this product during the day, and it's been very, very effective at pain relief, providing energy, and allowing you to carry on your daily activities that you don't normally would do otherwise.
Yeah, and again, this is the value of talking about these different products like Blue Dream and this particular WellCare product, the RSO, and the Lilac Diesel product, because it's possible that you need a little bit higher dose. That's the value of meeting with your pharmacist.
Yeah, and through that consultation, he'll be able to tell you, based upon past usage, your level of pain, where the pain is located, in addition to what other medical condition that you have, to distinguish, okay, what strength is better able to tailor to fit your needs. So this is where the variety and the different dosage of products play a key component, because everybody's not a cookie cutter when they come in. So having that variety, various strength, with that consultation, you're better able to tailor which products will better fit your particular needs.
Yeah, and not only fitting the need, but also the addition of other things. For example, you talked about the 435 for the Blue Dream and the 710 for this Lilac Diesel. If you need more pain management initially, sometimes people's pain, like you said, not a cookie cutter, sometimes their pain comes on very dramatically and it hits them really hard. They may need a little bit of a higher dosage, and others may have this gradual pain come on where they need a little bit more of that pain management to sustain them instead of that immediate pain.
Yeah, and that's the situation in a lot of a presentation that people present to the dispensaries with. So by us having that consultation, those communication, patients who trust us, trust the pharmacist who's been doing it a while and constantly we just do cannabis. So that gives us a unique perspective. And plus, with our partnership with the manufacturer who puts out great information about the products, we're very well versed and educated on what's coming to the market and which patients we can tailor their specific medications to. So it's been very effective. The different products with different strength, understanding the patient's background, their onset of pain, their timing, to be able to tailor the perfect dose and the perfect product for them.
And speaking of, you talked about different types of people. You know, we're all dealing with COVID-19 right now, and this Delta variant. One of those things is we've been hearing stories about people who have gotten this virus, and it's taking them some weeks or months to recover. This may be a viable option to help them recover more quickly.
Yeah, and definitely with the symptoms that exist after, coming from the hospital or whatever, undergoing their rehabilitation process at the home, a lot of our patients do come in with lingering pain, topical pain, different ailments that the virus causes, after it has run its course. So we meet with them, we talk to them about any residual effects the virus may have caused and how these particular products may provide lasting relief. So a lot of patients have got good results from coming in and having that consultation after they have been alleviated of the initial symptoms related to COVID.
Yeah, and very often COVID's on top of other things.
Right.
So they may have some other conditions, some other chronic conditions. Early on, we knew that was one of the higher risk areas. Now we're seeing people that don't necessarily have a whole lot of those, but they may have, like you said, residual impacts from that hospitalization or that hospital stay. Or they may have been weak and fallen, those kinds of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see it day in and day out of patients coming in with residual symptoms that they experience after the virus have passed. So we listen in, provide listen to that good conversation and making sure that we understand fully what's going on, and we make sure we tailor the medication to their condition.
Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on today, sharing with us all these new products and the option for things to get better.
Thank you, Mr. Weisheit. Thank you for having me again this month.
All right, and that's Mr. Omar Pecantte with the Greenleaf Dispensary. We thank you for joining us. Don't go anywhere. A whole lot more local programming when we continue.